This is a cooking live tonight, and also meeting the kitties. Here's one right here. Here's little one. Yeah. You ready to eat, aren't you, little one? Okay. All right. We'll move this over here, and we'll put this camera up right here. Move some of these things so we can. All right. Okay, little one. Let's get you ready to eat. Okay. Put you right there. All right. Say hello, little one. There's two on here. Yeah. That's little one, everyone. Okay. Yep. Yes, little one. Mm-hmm. All right, here you go. There you go. That's little one, everyone. I'm going to go in here. And there's little Tiny. Yeah. Say hello, little Tiny. Yes. All right. Well, if you rewind, you'll see the cats, and I'll show them to you as I do this cooking. All right, let's get the cooking started. Oops. 2 came on. We'll show you little Tiny here. Oh, there's 6 on right now. All right. There's little Tiny. Okay. She's about to come out and have some food because I just fed little one. And little one. And there's little one right there eating. That's little one right there. Okay, guys, let's get this cooking started now. Now that you've seen the cats. Yeah, there's little Tiny again. 13. All right, guys. Okay, for those of you just joined, this is little Tiny right here. I'm about to give her some treats. And there's little one over there having some regular food. So come here, little Tiny. Give you some treats. There we go. There you go. Little Tiny's got some treats there. She's now eating. Every time I come home, they usually want something to eat. Okay, appreciate you 14 being here. Let you get a good look at the cats right now again. Little Tiny here in the front, and little one there in the back. Okay. And now I'm about ready to start my cooking. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here because I'm gonna show you how to start. I got my bowl right there. I probably have to move it over so you can see it. I got a lot of ingredients over here. There we go. What are you cooking? Oh, hello there. Dunker? Huh. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but appreciate you being here. I'm cooking 2 things tonight. We're cooking 2 things tonight. First, I'm making a chicken supreme. Hello, JJ. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, I'm opening up some chicken thighs. That's what I'm doing right now. Some chicken thighs. Putting them in here. Okay. Okay, when you touch chicken, you always got to wash your hands. It's very imperative. You must wash your hands after touching chicken. No buts about it. All right. Okay, we turn the oven on, and we turn it on to, there we go. Turn it on to 400. Sliced mushrooms. You can use breasts or thighs, whatever it is you want, or legs, just to make this. That's fine. You just put these mushrooms in here. Okay. Now, real important. You cannot just let this be like this. You got to season it. Hello, Ariana. Nice to see you all. Appreciate y'all being here. Okay. Okay. As celebrity chef Emeril Lagasse would say, a little salt. Some fresh ground pepper. Just like that. Okay. All right. Now, we add some other things to it. Put a little paprika on it. I put some at the bottom. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got, well, do I have one open? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. Well, I mean, that's all right. We'll deal with that later. I got it one open already. So, little paprika here, guys. Paprika. You also put it on the top, too. Okay. Now, little onion powder. Not too much. Little garlic powder. Not too much. Okay. I set that aside, and now I get out my bowl. Here, I need to get the paprika out of the way. I will need it later, but not at the moment, so I'll just put it right back there. Okay. I'll set that right here. Okay, I don't need that. Okay. Got some canned soups here. Let's see. Cream of chicken. Need 3 of these. Yeah, cream of chicken. Okay. And here's this. I get these out of the way. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it. And while you're all on here with me watching this, those of you that are on here, I would like for you to check out another channel for me, and that's Just Roy Delivery. He's almost to 1,000. He's almost to 1,000 subscribers right now, and check his channel out. He's got a great channel. Well, let me see something here. I don't know about that. Okay. Well, that one's not going to work, so we'll put that aside. Let me see about this one. Okay, let me see about this one. All right. All right. Those two will not work. So we'll just make do with this. Okay. One cream of chicken. A little cream of mushroom. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to wrap this up here in something. Okay. All right, that's that. Okay. Then we got another mushroom soup. You have to go. Okay. Hey, but there's always a rewind. You can watch it again because you get to see the scene, because you're going to miss that second thing I'm about to cook. And it's Italian style. So if you're into Italian food, you're going to miss out on that one. Okay. So I got those together. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt. Instead of regular salt, when you put all that together, you use garlic salt instead. Gives it a better flavor. You don't need a lot, just about that much. Okay. Dash of paprika in here. Okay. And then, one of the main ingredients is a little white wine. So take a little white wine, put that in there. Okay, that finished that up. And then we take a spoon and we stir it up. All right. Okay, and we pour it over the top, just like this. Incorporate all those flavors in there. This is called Chicken Supreme, everyone. Chicken Supreme, that's what this is called. Okay. It's real easy to make. It does take an hour and 15 to an hour and a half to bake. But if you got things that you got to take care of, and you want something to just, this is something that's really hearty, something that's really good to have. And you serve this over any kind of noodles, whatever it is you want to serve it on. Okay. Now we take some aluminum foil. You take some aluminum foil. Oh, before that, we got to add some paprika to it. Okay. It should look like this when you're done making it. Should look exactly like this. Then you cover it with some more aluminum foil. Just like that. 400-degree oven. And you put it in for about an hour and a half. So I know that around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time it'll be done. So, and you serve it over any kind of noodles you want to serve it on. Whether it be, you serve it on penne, you want to serve it on just regular wide egg noodles, or you want to serve it on spaghetti or angel hair or something like that. Whatever it is, you just choose. You just make those. You make your noodles about 20 minutes prior to the time that this is done. Okay, that's the first thing we're cooking tonight. Now, here's the second thing that we're cooking tonight. I'm going to take this ground beef that I got right here. Hold on here. All right. I'm going to take this ground beef that we got right here. I'm going to cut that up. Let's see, got to find it good. What's this? Oh wait, I got it in here. Hang on. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Okay, this is what I use. Okay. Stick that in there. Okay. Some ground beef. There we go. Okay, wash your hands. All right. All right. There we go. That might be a little better. Okay. You season your ground beef. Let's see. You season it with a little salt. Some fresh ground pepper. Okay. Then, a little bit of garlic powder. Right here, a little garlic powder. Little onion powder right here. Okay. Now, we brown that. All right, let's see here. Okay, I can brown it with anything, so here. And we'll brown this up. I'm going to need this anyway. So, all right. As soon as it gets ready, we brown that up, and then we're going to add the other ingredients to it. This will be called, because for this time, because it's so cold and everything for everybody, this will be called Italian vegetable soup, or vegetable soup Italian style. Because I add a few extra things to make it more Italian-like. So it doesn't have just a flat old vegetable soup taste. You got to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. That's what I do. So, okay. Need one of these. again. One of these. And you know Italians like tomatoes. So it's going to have a little bit of tomato sauce in it. It's going to have some diced tomatoes in it. Okay, here we go. Get this all stirred up here. All right. Okay. Yeah, for those that are coming on, we're making I already made my first dish earlier, or what's going to be my first dish earlier, and I'm making my second dish right now. The first dish was chicken supreme, so if you want to see how to make that, you'll have to rewind. And you'll also see the cats, too. Appreciate those that you've joined, and so 7 likes. I appreciate that, everyone. Very much appreciate it. Takes a little bit for this to brown up, but it's okay. It's all good. The first dish I made was chicken supreme. That's what's in the oven right now. Can't wait to show that to you when it comes out. All right. Okay, it's just about all browned here, and then we're going to add the next ingredients. I'll show you how to make it Italian-style vegetable soup. Alright, I think we're good there. Set that right there. Okay. first ingredient we add on top of that, tomato juice. So we cut this down a little bit. Add some tomato juice. There we go. We add some diced tomatoes. Okay. We add a little bit of tomato paste. Now there are those that might say, why tomato paste? Well, because tomato paste, I like my soup a little bit thicker than, I just don't like my soup too runny. That's why I use tomato paste in it. I just think it tastes better that way. Okay, so we go ahead and get that out. We use a small for that one. Okay. Okay, add a little bit of this in here, tomato paste. All right. Hello, Fran. You rewind, you'll see my kitties. I'll show them to you again a little bit later, but I'm doing this little cooking show right now, and I already made my chicken supreme, so you'd have to rewind to go back to that one. That's in the oven right now, and be glad to show you the results of that when it comes out. I mean, it is going to be a little bit because I got some things that I'm going to talk about a little bit after I get this done. But anyway, I'm making vegetable soup Italian style. Yes, vegetable soup Italian style. Okay, and not too many people are going to put tomato paste in a soup, but I do because I don't like my soup too runny. I just don't. I just don't care for that. So, all right. Okay. So put that down a little later. Okay. Let's see. Get my little. I'll stir that up a little bit. Okay. See, all the more reason that you don't want it too runny. Go ahead and get that all mixed up. Okay. Okay. All the more reason you don't want it too runny. There, we'll take it off of that. Just let that burn off here, and we'll just do that. I don't want to put anything on there anyway. Okay. Stir this up. Now, you can put it back on there. Okay. Okay. Start adding some veggies to it. Take the ranch stuff out because we don't need it. But we got some carrots, some broccoli, and some celery. So we add those to it. Thank you, Fran. Cooking with DJ. Yes. Not the best cook in the world, but, being by myself most of my life, I've had to learn to do it, so. Okay. All right. Put in another thing of some carrots and some broccoli and celery. Celery gives it a really great flavor. Okay. Okay. Okay, next. I'm gonna need this little guy to open this up. Okay. Next, I don't know how that got on here. Open that up. Okay. A little bit of corn. I know some people don't like corn. Say hello, Mama Wrench. I don't know if you saw the beginning, Rwanda, you saw the cats, Mama, but I'll show them to you again here in a little bit. I'm just doing this little cooking part right now. I'm making vegetable soup Italian style. So, okay, first of all, we're going to drain all the juice. Okay. Put a little bit of corn in there. Like that. Okay, stir that up a little bit. All right. Add some diced potatoes. Hope you're feeling better, Mama Wrench. All right, drain the juice out of that. Okay, pour those potatoes in there. Okay. Now we're going to put some broccoli in there. Now, a lot of people do not care for broccoli, but broccoli gives this a very good taste. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these here. All right. Ooh. Had that on something too high. Okay. All right. Okay. A little bit of that in there. All right. Okay. Okay. Knocked a couple things down here I gotta pick up, so. All right. All right. All right, let's see here. We got. All right. Cut that a little bit more. All right, a little bit more of that. Okay. Okay, we'll throw this part away because we don't use that. Oops. Okay. All right. Something else I use little zucchini. Zucchini is very good in this. Gives it a very good flavor. All right. As soon as I get through doing all this, I'm going to, discuss some things I'll be talking about my channel and everything, because I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing an opportunity for everyone to win up to $200. So, you love Brussels sprouts? I mean, I've never used Brussels sprouts in here. I might have to try it sometime. But, yeah. Oh, where you at, little one? Huh? Here, hold on, everybody. Where you at, little one? There you go. Here's little one, everyone. Say hi, little one. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, this was also Meet the Kitties. That was little one. Yeah. Yeah, just took her in not too long ago, because she she was another one who welcomed me home the same way that that little Tiny did. Little Tiny was out earlier. I don't know where she is now. What, little? No, you can't. You see, you're not allowed to have any of this. Okay? Yeah, this is not kitty food. You already had your kitty food. Okay? Yeah. All right. No, you cannot have this. No. These are vegetables. You're not a rabbit. No, you cannot have this. Okay? It's coming over here. You cannot have this. All right? All right. Okay, let's throw some of these zucchinis in here. No. Little one, you're not a rabbit. You cannot have this. You cannot have this, little one. You're not a rabbit. Okay? Yeah. You're not even supposed to be on the counter, let alone having vegetables. Okay. What you want, little one? No, you can't have this. Okay? Can't have this. All right. Yeah, this is zucchini, little one. Zucchini. You can't have zucchini. All right. And that's some broccoli. You can't eat that, little one. No, you can't. It's not for you. Oh, I wish I had that on camera. She just snuck a little piece of broccoli. I don't know how that's going to last with her. Ah, she got down. I don't think she liked it. Told you I didn't think you'd like it, little one. Okay. All right. Some more of this in here. Okay. Well, hello, Candy. Now I'm making my some vegetable soup Italian style. Not to mention Meet the Kitties. Fran, I don't know if you saw a little one there just a minute ago. Mama Wrench did. Okay, so we... Well, she didn't like the broccoli, so she decided to, knock it on the floor and decided to play with it because apparently she doesn't like it. She's just playing with it right now. That's okay. Okay. And because of my being Italian, there's one thing that you must have. Garlic. Real, authentic garlic. Okay. So you just do it like this instead of doing it that way. Here we go. All right. A little bit of garlic here, guys. Okay. I think a couple of cloves will do. Okay, can't be doing that. All right. All right, some garlic right here. All right. Can't put too much in here because if you do, it won't taste good. So. Your Maine Coon cat loved veggies. That boy would eat everything, but no onions or garlic for the pets. It's not good for them. Oh no, I definitely will not have her up here for to have garlic. No, she's spending too much time playing with that piece of broccoli that she didn't like. She decided to play with it instead, make it a toy. I mean, it's okay, I mean, if she wants to make it a toy, but if she don't want to eat it, that's fine. I mean, she came up here and she took a bite, and then all of a sudden she decided she didn't like it. So, okay. All right. Okay, here we go. A little bit more garlic. But you can't have a whole lot, but you got to have at least maybe 2 cloves. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. Cut up this little small piece right here. Can't forget that one. All right. Okay, there's that. All right. Put some of this husk stuff away. Okay, the rest goes in the bag. All right. All right. Okay, let me get a little bit messier. All right. Okay, takes care of that. All right, now clean up that mess here in a little while. Okay, now I don't think I need any more stuff in there, so I was going to add another thing of sauce in there, but I think it's kind of full as it is. Okay, we're going to add, but I am going to add another thing of carrots. Do this too. Okay. All right. Too much garlic. I don't use a whole lot, Candy. I don't. Because you don't need to. My grandmother always told me that you don't use a whole lot. She said basically 1 clove is basically all you need. No, I don't load up my stuff with garlic. I don't. Plus, you smell like garlic for days, and I don't like that either. So, okay, one last thing here. All right, and we're gonna need my little. Here it is. Let's see here. But see, as an Italian, garlic was big in my family. That's just how it was. All right. All right, there goes the carrots. Can't have too much carrots in vegetable soup. Okay. All right. Stir this up now a little bit. All right. And now to finish it off, minced onion. All right. And there we go. Okay, now we lower that to a little bit, and I get out a lid. Okay. Let's see, where we got the lids at here. Here's one. I think that's the right lid. Yeah, it is. All right. And then what I do is I let that cook overnight. Yep. I don't really put a whole lot of onions in it because, you know, you don't want it to be too oniony. That's why I put the minced onion in there. I mean, you can use onions if you want to. I mean, but mainly it's garlic. If you have too much onion, too much garlic, that could be a problem. Yeah, low and slow. Exactly. I let this cook overnight because, you know, and you have it on, you know, the lowest temperature you possibly can and just let it cook overnight long, because when you get up the next day and, you know, like me, I'm going to my W-2 the next couple of days. So, you know, I have the chicken that I can have for like part of the day, and then I can have the vegetable soup for the other part of the day, so I'm not just having the same thing. That's why I'm cooking 2 different things tonight. That's what I wanted to show you, was that I could cook 2 different things. Okay, so what I'm going to do here for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to clean up my area a little bit, if you don't mind, and I will, you cooked baked beans for at least 18 hours. Well, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Huh. Yeah, beans you can't play games with, because you have to cook beans for a very, very, very long time. Because if you don't, there could be, you could have some issues there. So, you just got to watch that. All right. Do that. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess here for a minute. And let me get my trash barrel over here. So I can do it. So just excuse me for a minute while I take care of this. Then I'll show you the cats again, seeing where little Tiny is. And then we're going to have a little bit of a discussion. You see, one of the reasons why I make vegetable soup and chili a lot in the winter, because I mean, basically this last week winter came very, very early here. I mean, yesterday it didn't get out of the 20s. As a matter of fact, I think it was 25 degrees here yesterday. That was the high. And that's pretty cold for November. It really is. Okay, so now I need to use this to wash off my cutting board. There we go. You gotta get that cutting board, especially when you use knives. Cutting board's got to be really good. Okay, put that away. Make sure everything's off of it. All right. All right. Gotta get the rest of this. All right. And so you're cutting the vegetables up. You get crumbs and stuff on the counter, and you gotta make sure you get them up, because cats like to walk on the counter, especially a little one, because she's littler than little Tiny. But she's real curious. She likes to climb on the things and climb on windows and stuff like that. So that's what she does. But she's just a young little kitten. I mean, she don't know any better. Okay, I'll clean up this little area here too a little bit. I got the oven a little bit, or the stove a little bit dirty with stirring the pot there. It came out a little bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, you might have got a couple of crumbs here on the ground, little one. All right, I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. All right, let me go find something real quick, and I'll be right there. Okay, let's see. Here's little Tiny. All right. Okay, I think we're done in here. Oh, wait a minute. There's something else I gotta clean out here. Hang on. I'll be right with you guys. Still got a little mess here I gotta clean up. Okay. Since I lived with just my mom for several years after my dad passed away, I had to learn how to cook, I had to learn how to clean, I had to do all that stuff. So, but it's okay. I mean, it's kind of our responsibility. But you say and see what you're cooking. I said, well, you kind of missed it a little bit there, Maverick. But I mean, you can always rewind and see what I'm doing. The first part of it I made was chicken supreme. Okay, that's what's in the oven right now. And then what's here on the stove is vegetable soup, Italian style, used with broccoli and not green beans. See, I figured that you might show up, and I said, if you thought green beans, I say, hey, there won't no green beans in there. Well, I don't put green beans in here. I put broccoli instead. See, you and I think alike, Maverick. I use broccoli and zucchini instead. All right, let me get this part. Let me get this little bowl here cleaned out, and then I'll be right with y'all. Is there meat in there? Oh, yes. You see, that's the part you miss. You miss the whole thing. Yeah, there's meat in here. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can even make it without meat, too. So, yeah. I made the chicken separately. Yes, I did. You have to go back and take a look at it just to see exactly what it was I did. Here's Little Tiny, guys. Little Tiny's right here in the picture. Say hi, Little Tiny. There's Little Tiny right here. Now she got down. All right. So I have to clean it out like this because I don't have a garbage disposal. At least not yet. I'm getting ready to have one here in a minute. Bruce! Hey, Bruce! No, you can't have this. Uh-uh. Bruce, I don't have you. Whoa. Oh, okay. I know what I got to do here. Okay. I better do this right now because if I don't, Bruce just might say I owe him a burger. Let's see what we got here. We'll do that for you, Bruce. We'll just put you right there. There you go. If he's a good friend, he will just redo it. Nah, I wish I could, Candy. I can't though. But yeah, if you just look back at the very beginning, you'll see little one got fed, and then of course little Tiny was out here. I gave her some treats too. But yeah, here we go. There's little Tiny. Say hi, little Tiny. Yeah, she's camera shy. Here, I'm going to put my Christmas tree on here. You guys take a look at that. There you go. Okay. And little one, where is she? She's back here somewhere. She was back here. She likes to be around the Christmas tree. Anytime I turn the Christmas tree on, and she gets her eyes light up, and she wants to be. Why, thank you, Mama Wrench. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was had a little bit of help doing it. Yeah, like I said, my daughter, has an absolutely huge family. So, because her mother is one of 9 siblings, so that family is enormous. So, yeah, so that's part of where that comes from. You love Christmas trees? Yeah. Well, Candy, you could take a picture of it and put it on a Hallmark card if you want to. I mean, I don't mind. The thing is, I don't have time to do decorating or anything. I just, I said, I always, let the family do it because I do 2 jobs. And yes, these are, well, here in the living room, it's hardwood floors. Yes, I have hardwood floors in here. I have three bedrooms, but one's used as an office, one's used as a as a room to put things in until I get my garage cleaned out and I can put some stuff in there, and then that'll be a spare room. And that those are carpeted. All those are carpeted in there. And the kitchen is hardwood floor. I know I'm going to get that fixed. I mean, I've got a lot of work to do in here, but the thing is, I've got to I got to put my jobs together and do this because that's just what you love it. Oh yeah, yes, the tree is spinning. Yes, it is. It is spinning. Yeah, I figured, seeing there was a place that I guess a friend of my daughter's saw a tree that was spinning, and she thought, well, maybe why don't you see about maybe putting one in your house, and maybe your dad would like one. And I said, well, okay, well, maybe. No, Bruce, you're not. Now it's actually spinning. What it does is it'll spin counterclockwise for a while, and then it'll stop, and then it'll spin clockwise. So it's not just spinning every which way, but that's basically what it does. But I like it. I like the fact that it does. Seeing this tree like this, it reminds me of the water over there by the library where it changes different colors. I mean, that's the kinds of things that I just get intrigued by that. But yeah, but no, it's a great place, and it's the thing is, I'm just glad that they ended up getting it, because I mean there was just no way that I could pay another $200 on the place that I stayed in Edinburgh. I just couldn't do that. I understand, my landlord was struggling and he was having people that he was booting out because they were for non-payment, and a cat carousel. Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean she's not doing it now because she thinks she's going to get in trouble and she's on camera. But there are times that little one, little tiny doesn't do it, but little one, she will jump on the tree. She will, but she's not right now. She's being good right now. So yeah, but yeah, I've got a little fireplace, little area over there, so I've got that, and I've got hats and stuff over there for my and to put up for stockings and things. But I'm not sure that I'm going to have a Christmas party or anything like that here, because I mean the place just isn't done yet, because there's still so much to do. But I would imagine next year I probably will, because there's I've got a garage that I got to clean up. I've got stuff in rooms that need to be put in the garage on shelves and stuff. I just haven't had the time. Just too much going on. Plus I have to for the fact that I did sign that mortgage and everything, I gotta get a little bit of extra money so I can get ahead, and then I got time to do that stuff. So because with winter and the snow and all that kind of stuff, I mean, if we had snow like that earlier, well, thank you, Fran. I appreciate that. Like I said, it was done by the family. It wasn't done by me. So because I didn't have time. I mean, first of all, if you look at a tree like this, I can't make a tree look like that. I can't. It takes several people, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah. But no, this is just I'm just really enjoy having a place I can call my own. Christmas 2025 party. I'm thinking about that. Um, I just might think about doing something like that, guys. I mean, 2025. I mean, once I get this place all cleaned up and everything, I might just have some kind of a little a live stream, with everybody here and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I might do that. That's a possibility. Um, but yeah, let's see. I hear little one. There's little one. Here, let me get a good closer up of her. See, there's little one over here by your toys. Yeah. Say hello, little one. Yeah. She just got through having some more food. Little Tiny over here, coming up towards the camera. Yeah, this was Meet the Littles. That's what this was. A little Meet the Littles. Um, yeah, there you go, little Tiny. Yeah, she might come over here and sit on my lap, so who knows? Yep. Yep, that's the Littles. Yeah. Little ones, the more brownish one, and little Tiny's the gray and white one. So that's what they are. When will dinner be ready? The soup is going to be the soup cooks all night long, and because you got to have all the flavors in there. Yeah, that's got it. You're starving. Let's see, Bruce. Well, you were in Roy's. You said lasagna in a can. I remember that. Okay, but yeah. But no, this the soup is an all nighter because you can't have it. My goodness, it's so loud in your house right now you can't hear too well. Well, maybe what you ought to do is rewind and look and see about my cooking, and maybe Shaniqua could get some lessons. It'll be ready tomorrow. Small can lasagna, ate big. Yeah. Well, the chicken supreme. I started that probably around 8 or something like that. No, I'm not saying that. I haven't seen that Shaniqua can't cook. I didn't say that. I said you might give her an idea of something she can cook. Now I'm sure that that eventually all your kids will be able to cook. I mean, I never really was really a cook, but I had to learn. And, because when my dad passed away, I basically had to learn to cook because when my mother got sick with her, with her COPD and her lung cancer, well, I had no choice. I had to do all the cooking. I had to do all the cooking, all the cleaning, and all those types of things. So I basically had to learn it all. And then on top of that, have a W-2 job too. So, it's not easy doing that. And that's just like it's not easy doing this right now, with 2 jobs and of course getting this home. But it's a whole lot better to have something of my own rather than giving 2 hours. Yeah, that's tough. I hate you had to do all that. I said, yeah, well, you know what? I look at it this way, Maverick. Sometimes you have to, yes, sometimes you have to really weather through a bunch of storms to get what you want. And believe me, I've been through a lot of storms. I mean, it's way back when, like when my dad passed away and then my mom passed away. And then, of course, like Roy, I had, a marriage that fell apart and caused me all kinds of issues and everything. And I played catch up. And then finally, when I was getting caught up in at my other job, that I was at for 9.5 years before the union decided that, they weren't going to agree with the company and then company closed up. Well, that was the infamous 2013. And then I just hit rock bottom and had nothing. So, and that right there is what taught me more than anything was you're sitting there around Thanksgiving time and Christmas time, because when you're in a shelter, you're by their rules. You can't go anywhere. You can't, unless you're working, which I did have a W-2 at that time, but I mean, it wasn't very much. And I was playing catch up at that time, but to stay where I was, you had to be in by a certain time. And I mean, if your W-2 went over that time, that was one thing, but you just, they were real strict about stuff. And when it's cold and everything out there, I didn't have a Thanksgiving back then. I didn't have a Christmas back then. I mean, it was all in the shelter with people who were, recoverings. There was recovering alcoholics, recovering drug addicts, those who were in jail for all kinds of different things. And I just got to thank my lucky stars that they pretty much didn't bother me. I almost I had a hedge of protection against me because they never really bothered me. It was just, it felt like, I had to go through that, but I was protected even though I had to go through that. And it was like a test. I mean, Maverick, I know you would probably say, Maverick, that it was a test of your faith to see that even if you have to go through this storm, what's your faith like? Can you trust during this time? And I did. And it was rough. I mean, it was a very rough year. And then finally, after a year had passed from that time, I finally got the job that I have now, and all that's behind me. And it was all because I went through that test. And I know that some of us have just been through the worst of times, and this time of year, there's a lot of people that are facing depression. And because of the time of year, whether they've lost loved ones or... Yes, thank you, Mama. Yes, I have. And it's just a shame that some people, there's a lot of Jim Baileys out there. And I think you know who I'm talking about. It's a Wonderful Life. There's a lot of folks out there that are just like that. They wonder, what are they doing here? Do I really matter? This is the holiday season. I hate the holidays because nobody cares about me or anything like that. There's a lot of people out there like that. And, it's a shame that people have to go through something like that. And, because I've been there. I know exactly what it's like. I know what it's like to not see your family. I know what it's like to be sheltered up with rules and no freedom. And at some point, like I said, I'm one of the things that I'm going to be doing here, and when I bring up what I'm going to be doing with my dashes, I just all want you to hear me out when I say I do this, because there's a reason why I'm going to do it. I'm about to, the Big Ten season has started, and the Big Ten teams are facing each other in basketball right now. And I'm about to start a dashing thing with that, because one of the things that I plan to do, especially when all my books are done, I plan to go to all of those different colleges and speak to each of those colleges, especially those young ones, about the stuff that I've been through. Because your college time, your late high school and your college time, that's the time you're the most vulnerable. And I want to be able to speak at those colleges and talk to those people and say, please think before you make the decisions you make. You don't want to go through what I went through. You don't want to go through what my family's been through, what my daughter's been through. You don't want to go through that. Think before you do. Because I saw what it was like when I was at Indiana. Indiana was a party school. It was like they didn't have a care in the world. And then when IU won the championship in 1987, beating Syracuse, it was the most, it was insanity. That's what it was. You're happy. There's a little one there. Yeah, you're happy to see that took place. But the parties and stuff afterward, I mean, I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't go there to party. I went there to study. And, it's a shame to see what people did over there. And it's a shame to see what kinds of things are going on. You know, late high school, in college, when you're in your late teens and early 20s, you're the most vulnerable for making the decisions that you make. And it takes experience like I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in my next live, which will probably be Monday, um, I'm going to have on there. Now this is optional. This is optional. You don't have to do it, okay? But I'm going to be drawing the teams in a tournament fashion as to which teams will go against one another. And this is a chance to win up to $200, okay? You pick a team, okay? And I draw that team, and if you pick that team, then that's your team for that whole entire tournament. And if your team wins that tournament of dashing, then you automatically get $50. And then if that team you pick in the actual basketball, if they actually win the Big Ten tournament or they win the Big Ten championship, you get another $50. But then if they go to the Final Four in the actual tournament, you'll get $100. They don't have to win. You just got to be in the Final Four. So you have a chance to win up to $200. You see, and the reason why I'm doing that is because they give us Christmas bonuses over there at my W2. And I'm willing to share that with you all because that's just who I am. Because I know there's a lot of people who are lacking. And if for some reason, like I said, that if the school that someone picks, if they don't win the go to the Final Four in the regular, then that $100 will get donated to that particular school who won the dashing tournament. So, because that's how I do it, and I just feel like this is the time, to be giving, because I've received, I want to give back. That's who I am. I've received, I want to give back. Because there's a lot of hurting people out there. Hello, Howard and Presley. Well, my kitties are over here, so Howard and Presley, here you go. Little one, there's little one. Who wants to be friends with little one here? That Howard or Presley? Maybe Presley because little one's still a kid. Yeah. And then little tiny. Here's little tiny right here. Yeah. That's little tiny. Presley and Howard. Yeah, that's them. OMG, huh? You know why I have both of these kitties? Because they both welcomed me home from my W-2s. It was 2019 when little Tiny welcomed me home. It was 2020. It was 2020. Yes, it was 2020 when little Tiny welcomed me home, and it was April. I believe it was April the 7th when little Tiny stepped on my doorstep. Well, it was before that because she welcomed me home a couple times, and then the third time, she just, she really took a liking to me. So I thought, okay, why not? I'll just go ahead and take her in. Because maybe my pup could use a little company. Well, it was just a few days after little Tiny came in, to the family. That's when, I guess, maybe it was time. My pup had passed away a few days after that. And so I think it was meant for little Tiny to be here at that time. And then little one here, she she came to my doorstep, and I think it was a welcome present, for me accepting this home. And it was also because I'm going to be out more often. Well, little Tiny would get lonely, and so now she has little one here to keep her company until I come back because I got two jobs. So, but yeah, so that's how I have my kitties. That's how I have them. I mean, my daughter is not really too fond of cats, so I don't know if it's because she's if she's allergic to them, and plus I don't think she wants my grandson around them either, for whatever the reason. But it's okay, I mean, if they're allergic, I mean, I understand. I mean, not everybody can have cats because they're allergic, but anyway, those are my kitties, and they're my pride and joy right now because they keep me going while I'm working and trying to rebuild with this home. And I mean, like I said, I would show you other rooms and stuff, but they're just, it's there's just still some clutter in there that I just, that's kind of embarrassing to show in these different rooms. And because I've got so much I've got to get going. But the main thing is I got to clean that garage out. That's the number one thing, because they left that garage a mess. They left all kinds of stuff, in the garage that I had to, dispose of, and it's got to be painted because it's just a mess. And yeah, that's going to take a little time, and plus it's probably going to be best to do it, I hate to say it, in the spring because it's just too cold out there right now. And I mean, yes, we've had, warm summer and everything, but it's been just flat out January weather here in early December. I mean, didn't even get out of the 20s today, or, today and yesterday. Didn't even get out of the 20s. And then you have wind on top of that. Yeah. And when you step foot in that garage when it's that cold, yeah, you don't want to be in there. You definitely don't want to be in there. But no, I just wanted to to take the time to do some cooking tonight, and show you those. So, I mean, if you haven't seen how I made those, go ahead and rewind or rewatch that first part of it so you can see exactly what I made. It's chicken supreme. That's what's cooking in the oven right now. And you just make that, and then you cook whatever it is noodles you want with it, whether it be, egg noodles, white egg noodles, spaghetti, penne, or angel hair, whatever it is you want. That's what goes with that. So it's a very, hearty meal. It lasts, a while because it's kind of rich. So it'll be like 2 or 3 meals. So if you get, especially with that size, yeah, it'll last. And then this vegetable soup here, it lasts, well, for me, because I use it, I take it to work because I work 12 hours. Well, I have to have some, some for different meals at different break times when I'm in the lab. So that's, and it looks like I'm going to, especially right now, I'll be in the lab the rest of the year, and hopefully they will offer me that position to where I'll be there permanently. And that's when I went. Bruce has a little smile. Which is that for, Bruce? Is it for the soup, or is it for the chicken, or is it for both? The chicken supreme is awesome. I mean, it really is. especially when you put a little white wine with it. It gives it a really good taste, and I really enjoy it. Yes, um, it's really delicious, and then the vegetable soup that I made it Italian style because I cook it with a little tomato paste to give it to where it's not so runny, and put lots of stuff in it like broccoli and zucchini and garlic and all different kinds of things. You know, carrots, celery. You put all those things together, and the soup is really delicious. It really is, especially if you cook it overnight, because it really isn't that good unless you cook it overnight. Because you got to have all those flavors get in there. And I do the same thing with with my grandmother's Italian spaghetti recipe, and I will be making that soon. I'm not sure exactly when because I usually always have that spaghetti around my birthday, and because I always have ever since I was a kid. My grandmother would come over and make that spaghetti for my birthday every year, and then of course after my dad passed away, well, that stopped, and I mean it's all then of course everything went downhill from there. But I mean it was always enjoyable, and but the thing is, I'm thankful is I still have that recipe and I can make it myself. And believe me, this is the type of spaghetti that's completely different. Okay, because there's one particular ingredient that not too many people know of or use, and I won't mention what that ingredient is until I make it because it's unique. Let's just say that it's unique because there's a lot of people that use that will put sugar or some kind of sweetness in their spaghetti. I mean, I don't, but what I use in this particular ingredient, it has a little sweetness to it. But it's an ancient Italian secret now, so I can't tell you until I get ready to make it because it's let's just say it's a unique ingredient, but it makes it absolutely tasty. And I mean, you wouldn't want spaghetti without it after you tasted this, because this particular ingredient gets rid of all the garlic, the garlic taste in it, and it takes all the acidic taste out of it too, because it has the sweetness with it, but it's also very hearty. So stay tuned for that. It might be later this month, and when I get ready to make it, I will let you all know a week in advance, because that way you guys will get ready to watch that, because this is a recipe you won't want to miss. You will not want to miss this. So, because my grandmother, she knew how to cook. That was my grandmother on my dad's side. My grandmother on my mom's side now, she really wasn't the greatest at cooking, but the one thing that she did make that was out of this world, and that is fudge. Oh, she made the best fudge. And every year, for Christmas, when she came over for Christmas with my grandfather at that time on my mom's side, she would always make me. Part of my presents was she would bake me my favorite sugar cookies and bake me my favorite fudge. That's baby. You put a carrot in your red sauce to help with acidity. I never thought of that, Mama. I never thought of using a carrot. I never thought of that. But this one ingredient, you all are going to say, "Oh, I've got to try it." Yeah, it's three little things in one, but you're going to have to try it. And you're going to have to take my word on it, because it will take the acid taste out of it when you use this one ingredient. But it's an ancient Italian secret. If you remember that commercial, the Calgon commercial, it was something different, but I'm saying it this way: it's ancient Italian secret. That's exactly what it is. It's my grandmother's, and I hold that secret, dear to her until I reveal it to you guys when I do make that. Um, yeah, it'll be soon though, because I can't wait to make it, because I'm not sure, what plans my daughter's doing and everything, because that's where I'm really going to make it, is for with the family. And because that, again, it's an overnight thing. You got to have that overnight. Sometimes my grandmother would cook it. There was one time, I think, when everybody was around. This was before I was in there. My dad said, because my family was so huge back at that time, on his side of the family, they would make this, and it would be two. They would cook it for 2 days, well, not quite 2 days, but overnight, and then maybe a half a day after that. They have to cook it for the longest time so it could have the best taste, especially with this one ingredient. So, miss your mom's pinoche fudge. I don't know if I said that right. So you can make it, but it's not the same. You're right, Mama. It's not. I mean, I can make this spaghetti, but it's not the same if my grandma didn't make it. There is just a special touch that, that was done from the original. I mean, you can't top it. You just can't. You cannot top the original. And, I lost my grandma in 1987, and that was several months after IU won the championship. And then, of course, it was 4 years later when I lost my mom. So I had my dad, my grandmother, and my mom back to back to back, probably within a 9-year period. So I had to take what I learned and do things on my own. And that's how I learned to cook. That's how I learned to clean. That's how I learned to just basically do it all, and then have a W-2 on top of it. And, and I have to admit, and I'm sure that, that Roy has felt this way, and I'm sure he probably feels this way now, is that, even though you're by yourself and you still have some family, you still want that companionship. I mean, you do. You just don't want the kind of companionship that, that brought you down. I mean, I had that type of person. I had that type of relationship too, just in a different way. But regardless, like I said, that's the past. You want to move on from the past, and, you want to pick up the pieces and move on. And that's what I've done. And, it's okay when you're trying to catch up and you're trying to make things better for you. That time will happen. And it'll happen when you least expect it. Things happen when you least expect them, just like these cats. I mean, I didn't know, just like when I didn't know when my dog was going to pass away, that little Tiny was going to show up and tell me, hey, I'm here because you're about to lose your best, your man's best friend. I mean, you don't know about this stuff, I mean, you don't know what's around the corner. And that's why I want to go to all these colleges and talk about my books on there, because all the books that I'm about to do with the spin-offs and the 7-book series I've already got going, I have all the spin-offs. You said, yes, it will happen when the universe knows you need it the most. Exactly. The universe knew I needed this house. The universe knew I needed the job that I have right now. But it took me going through 2013 to get there. Sometimes you have to hit that bottom to just go up. I mean, sometimes you have to hit it, But I don't want to see people, especially those at that age, go through that, because it's devastating. I mean, it hurts to see, those homeless out there holding signs and, wearing long coats and things like that, especially at this time of year. Because you were there, or at least I was there. Okay? Because I was there. I know what it's like. And it hurts. You can't see your family. You got to follow rules. And it just isn't the same. You can't really take care of yourself. You have to depend on someone else to take care of you. I mean, you do the basic little things, but as far as, you know, you don't you don't have the enjoyment of the freedom. All right, guys. Well, anyway, look for on Monday. I will go more into detail on on my upcoming dash tournament that I'm going to have, and like I said, you know, there's a chance to win up to $200. I mean, I'll tell you exactly how you would enter if that's something you would be interested in, and if not, that's okay too. I mean, it's just something I want to do, but this is for all of the outside, and I'm hoping to draw that college audience, to come to my channel, because then that way that college audience would eventually know about you guys. And if they know about you guys, then you guys will have your channels increased, because you'll have a different type of audience that you didn't have before. And, I mean, the purpose is not really to do that. The purpose really is to, just, interact with all different types of life, and just get everyone to know, what it is. I just want to make sure that I don't want to see anyone go through what I went through. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do it. And that's part of the reason why I wrote these book series, because each of these books has its own story. And it can resonate with each one of those particular colleges. And that's basically what I've done. I mean, I have 10 books written already, guys. I do. I mean, they're done and ready. But it costs money to get them published, and you don't want to publish everything all at once. But because I moved here and everything, that kind of got pushed back a little bit, because things happen. And but I'm going to be getting those books out, probably not the distant future, once I get caught up, get this place going, and where it needs to be, then I'll be able to do that. But yeah, you're right, Mama. It will happen when the universe knows you need it the most. I mean, anything can happen these days, guys. Anything, and it usually does. I mean, you don't know what's around the corner. You just don't. Whether it's good or bad, you don't know what's around the corner. And you just have to take every day at a time and prepare, especially prepare for those things that you might foresee in the future, such as weather or some other things. You got to have time to prepare for that stuff. And I mean, I wasn't prepared for my dog passing when she did, but there was little Tiny, and little Tiny was big back then. I mean, there was a reason for her to be here. There was a reason for her to show up. And I got through it a lot better with little Tiny around than I probably would have if she wasn't around. And then, of course, little one, she came kind of as a gift for me getting this place, knowing that I have to, do a lot more hard work. And yeah. But it's okay. I mean, now they have each other. They play with each other, now and then, and I'm just thankful to have them. They keep me going, especially around this time. Let's see. What time did I put that in? Oh, it's about that time, guys. It's about time for me to show you what the Chicken Supreme looks like. There's little one again. Okay. All right, let me turn this around here. There we go. Now there's the, okay, this right here is the Italian vegetable soup right there. And now it's time to get out. Are they in here? I'm trying to remember what I did with, oh, there they are. Okay. Something else I gotta do real quick here, guys. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. All right. Oh, put this up. All right. You all take a look at this. Okay. Oh, you're gonna like this, the way this looks. Come on here. Okay, turn it over. And there you go. There's my chicken supreme right there. There it is. All right. Okay. Go ahead and cover it back up because that's got to cool for a little while. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that looks supremely delicious. Well, it's got the name in it, Mama Wrench. It's got the name Supreme. Yes. Chicken Supreme, that's what it's called. Yeah. It's basically all it is it's just some chicken. You can you could have breasts, thighs, legs, whichever it is that you want, and you just add a little mushrooms to it. I mean, if you don't like mushrooms, you don't have to. You can add whatever it is you want. But I put mushrooms in it, and I have cream of chicken soup, cream of mushroom soup, and put those together and add a little bit of white wine. I add that to it. I add a little bit of garlic powder and some paprika. You season it with paprika at the beginning after you put the meat in the pan without the soup sauce. You put paprika on first, and then you make the soup sauce, and then you pour a little paprika in that. And then once you pour the sauce, then you just take a little bit and top it with paprika. I mean, I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's just dashes. That's all it is. And that's the way it's supposed to look. So, yeah. That's Flavor Town right there. Really? Yeah. Well, being Italian, we love our mushrooms. I mean, I can't have a sauce without mushrooms. I can't have a pizza without mushrooms. I can't have this dish here without mushrooms. I mean, Italians, they just love their mushrooms. They love their mushrooms. They love their garlic. They love their red sauce. They love pasta in general. And that's me. That's what I like too. So, anyway, that's about the gist of it, and I'm just really glad that you guys were able to see the kitties tonight, and they're basically what keep me going, and it's fun to come home to them. Um, when I come home from my W-2, they're always waiting for treats and waiting for me to give them something. And then after I come home from dashing, well, not only do they get treats, but they also get wet food too. So, and I always feed them wet food before I go to my W-2 because that's what they like. But anyway, yeah, Flavor Town right there. I just love the flavor of things too. Okay, guys. Well, I'm not going to hold you all too long here. Got some things that I got to do before I get ready. I got to go back to my W-2 tomorrow, so there's some things I got to do to get ready for that. And I'm about to fix the noodles and have some of this chicken supreme. So I appreciate you all being here tonight, and hopefully, if you missed the making the ingredients of that, please watch over. I said your littles are beautiful. Be safe. Enjoy your food. Stay blessed. Thank you very much. I said you all be blessed too. And if you want to see the Italian cooking from vegetable soup style, please go back and rewind and see that, and also how I made the chicken supreme because it's good. All right, we'll see you, Fran. I'll probably catch you on your lives and stuff, and with Roy. All right, everyone, take it easy, and appreciate you all being here. Appreciate the 12 likes, and I will catch you all later.